live?
We are now.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back on It's Me That One Guy One's channel. I'm Faerie. I'm playing Skyrim because he's making me. And it's been fun, sort of, and frustrating a lot. And he talks a lot of shit, which I know you have fun listening to. But I give it right back, so there's that. Alright, press any button.
Any button, not that button.
What if I press that button?
What if I press that button?
You're not allowed to press that button. I'm playing.
I disagree. Alright, so by the way, thank you for the recent refollow there, new Courtney. Not sure if you weren't getting notifications before, but that's actually the only reason, or the only way to actually get notifications is if you unfollow and refollow the person that you're following and trying to get notifications from. Ask me how I know.
I didn't think purple today.
Yes, yes. You'd make a great dragon hunter. I'm leaving now. Have fun.
He's not wrong. I would make it fabulous. And also, I like to do it. Infuriates me sometimes. Oh, that's right. I went to this place. I don't like this place. It's snowing here.
What place?
The Windhelm or
Oh, you're in Windhelm?
or something. What are the W's?
Neat. Yep, you're in Windhelm.
I forget why I'm here though. I know I can hear less, but why do that? There's people to talk to. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hey, I see all this food here. Do you grow all this yourself, or what's the deal?
Everything you see is grown at my family's own Hollyfrost farm. Fresh and filling.
Are you growing things?
I
in
also do a
frost
little
farm?
herb
That doesn't
growing.
seem possible.
The court wizard, Woundfirth, pays us to plant a little nightshade.
Oh,
Who knows
wizard
what he
helps
uses
you.
it
That
for.
makes sense.
Hey, could you deliver this bottle
She's
of
a
nightshade
witch!
extract to Woundfirth?
That's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, I mean, unless you're a Nord.
Sure, I'll take
Thanks.
that.
Then all magic is scary and bad. Unless you're foreign, though.
I got some nightshade extract. I mean, it's not mine. I don't get to keep it, but it's there in my inventory. Must be tough to grow anything out here, except for when you make a deal with devil or wizard.
There's an old saying that only a Nord can work the soil in Skyrim. I don't think anyone else would have the patience for it. It takes half a day just to dig a planting row in the cold, stony earth here. But what else can we do? Eat rocks and ice?
The one thing I do remember about coming here is that as soon as I got here, there was a major racism issue happening. That's why I finally agreed to be in a brawl with somebody, because I'm crap out of that racist motherfucker.
Good day to you.
I've been a bit out of sorts since our daughter was taken from us.
Hi.
Not really sure what to do with myself anymore. I just miss her so much.
Hi.
You need anything, come see me. I'm as resourceful as I am discreet.
Are you really?
It was my pleasure.
Are you also as talented?
I enjoy
as
cooking, and after what you and Tova have been through, it was the least.
I'm a dark elf, and I live in Windhelm, so yes, I live in the Grey Quarter. You must be new around
You like
here,
the French Quarter?
or you'd know they don't let my kind live anywhere outside that slum.
She watched while we ate it.
Well, in that case,
When
where'd you
she
get
saw
all
how
of
much
this?
we loved it.
Wherever I can find you.
Oh.
If you're the type who worries over where something came from, you may want to move on.
You must be
Is that your way of
suffering.
saying this is the local,
I wish there was some
dogs and
way I
cats
could
that I'm seeing in front of me?
You've done
That's
more
what
than
it is.
enough already.
Oh,
good
this is
friend
what
in
you do to the
retirement.
racists.
And we won't forget that.
Okay.
Be sure to stop by Sadri's used wares in the Grey Quarter.
I just need some time to get over the
I'm right
loss.
behind you.
Oh, it's Fandal. Hey, Fandal.
Lead on.
Look at you. I didn't even recognize
I
you.
try not to think of her, but
You're on
sometimes
it.
the
I
I travel
simplest
more,
thing
but
will
who wants to
remind
deal with all the soldiers these days?
Uh, yeah. Why are you? Why would you guys want to be here? People
I
hate
understand
you
you
here.
purchased
Just
these
got here from the
when
Somerset
assembling.
Isles. Lots of opportunity in Skyrim.
Whether or not
Might wanna
you're
go back to
interested
the Sunset
depends on
Isles.
what you've got, of course.
It was difficult
I
at
have some
first.
things that
The
belong
Nords
to
of
my
this city
daughter.
are at
3
best
cats.
suspicious of
She
outsiders.
won't be needing them anymore.
But in time, I made the right friends and proved myself useful enough that they don't give me trouble anymore.
Bring them by whenever it's
The Dark
convenient.
Elves are too proud and naive to understand the way things truly are, and so they continue to dwell in that slum.
That sucks.
Thank you for your custom.
Who are you?
I'd appreciate it if you don't bother my wife, Tova.
She's
still in
following me.
mourning.
Assorted
Wait,
fruits
you're
and
an
vegetables,
asshole.
all
Your
delicious
wife
and
came up to
affordable.
me and started talking about your missing
Take
kid.
home Windhelm's
That's
finest
not my
and
fault.
freshest produce today.
Our little girl died recently.
Assorted wares
Oh.
and
I've been
tools
shouldering
that
my
can't
days
live
with
without.
strong
Come and
need,
see for
but
yourself.
nothing gives my Tova peace. I've been looking for an amulet of RK to remind my wife that our child is with the gods now, but I can't find
Come and
one.
browse my fine selection. Everything's fresh and delicious.
Buying and
Make you
selling
stop
a
being an
wide
ass,
range
I
of
guess I
assorted
can
goods.
prove
The
to you.
best selection in Windhelm.
Thank you. Please forgive my mood. I'm still coming to terms with my daughter's death.
Oh, well, see, at least there you go.
I've been
Somebody
meaning to speak to
apologizes
you, Naranya.
for being-
Rumor is you've got ties to the Thieves Guild.
One should never pay too much attention to rumors, Torbjorn. You have piqued my curiosity,
I have a
however.
little of everything for
Please,
sale.
do
Come,
continue.
see for yourself.
It's a bad time to be a criminal, what with these murders going on. In fact, thieves have been known to kill if there's a profit in it. This war's been hard on all of us.
Not that I'd know anything about it, of course, but it seems to me that the last thing a thieves' guild would want is to draw attention to itself.
The eyes of the law are everywhere these days. The guards are looking for a killer, but who knows what else they might turn up. Good day.
Using the Thieves Guild as patsies.
Cookware, knives, and other goods for the home, all at reasonable prices.
White file.
Assort.
I'll be fine.
Master, you're far too old for this sort of journey. We don't know what's inside.
I'll.
He's sick.
I can
He's gonna go on a limb here. That dude.
just.
You see, you're not well. Have a seat, and I'll fetch you some tonic.
Now, if there was a tonic that could help me, I would have found it by now. I'm so close to the answer.
Yes, that was totally unprofessional. You want to tell me what was going on there?
Just a man's life work is all. I finally derived the location of the white file, but this doting busybody won't let me get it.
How come he just keeps like jumping places?
You would do that?
Sure, why not? As long as it doesn't
It's good to
do-
know there are some people out there who are willing to help an old man.
If I find out it's something evil,
It's
you're
buried
not
with
gonna
its
get
maker, Corral Mill, in a long-forsaken cave to the west of here. Corral Mill was a crafty one, even in death. You would need the skills of a master alchemist to reach his resting place.
Oh,
Luckily for you, I've already made the mixture. Here, take it. Please, don't dally. I've wasted enough time arguing with my useless assistant here.
I'm going to assume, as per usual, that I can actually just take however much time I want. So if you die because I take too much time to go get this thing, I apologize now in advance. Not that it will matter, because you'll be dead.
I've spent my entire life searching for it. It brought me all the way to these frozen reaches from the warm embrace of Somerset Isle. Entire years spent in libraries, seeking out tiny villages with local legends that contain but a whisper of a hint of the file. I even named my shop after it, hoping that it might attract anyone who had heard of it. And now it's within my grasp. But the eight, it seems, have chosen me for their amusement. For in my current condition, I'll never be able to lay my hands on it. The legendary bottle, forged in the days when Skyrim was just starting its turn to ice. A small container made of the magically infused snow that first fell on the throat of the world.
I'm sorry.
It
snow?
is said
Snow?
that the phial will replenish
Isn't it
whatever fluid is placed inside of it.
Where the fuck would I
For
get
an
into?
alchemist like myself, it is the most pure expression of my art. To create from nothingness is poetry.
Uh-huh.
Why are you still standing around here?
Oh my god.
Go get me the phial, you fool!
My master can be a bit short-tempered, but I've learned so much from him. I'll never have Master Nurelian's skill with potions. It doesn't matter what I believe. Nurelian does. And it might be the only thing keeping him alive right now.
If that's what you're here.
Are you kidding? I came all the way from Cyrodiil just to work with him. He's not the best teacher, but just watching him, I've learned so much. Until next time.
That should actually be the
You're
start
not
of
just
a
here
quest
to
in
gawk
Skyrim.
at my goods.
Chris.
Master,
Orin, Chris.
I have a question about
So I bought
infusions of
lemonade from these little
arrowroot.
girls' lemonade stand.
Damn
And as I
it,
was
child,
leaving, one of
didn't
them
I
yelled,
tell you to
"You're
gather
welcome
my
for the
notes on
lemonade.
some
Good luck fighting
material
the dragon."
properties?
So now I'm slightly concerned
Yes,
about how
and
the rest
I'm
of my day
working
is
on
gonna
it, but
go.
I'm also trying to...
When I ask
getting
you
the
for
lemonade was
something,
clearly-
I
was
expect
clearly
it
the
to
start
get
of your fantasy
done.
quest.
Yes, Master, I know. I just want to keep up my own projects as well.
You can waste your own time, not
He's
mine.
talking in my ear.
An apprentice
Oh,
obeys
that's
his
talking in your
master.
ear. Oh,
Yeah,
A
these
good
guys are
one
talking
does,
to
at
each
least.
other. So I bought
Yes,
lemonade
Master.
from-
I'm sorry. I'll get back to those notes straight away.
Yeah, exactly.
that
Like-
should be the start of a Skyrim quest, honestly.
It's like that was clearly you starting a quest and going skip, 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 skip through the conversation. So that all you heard was
I have a decent mind for potions,
As you
but I've
left,
also
that
learned
one
how to
chat
craft
line happens
magical
at the end
items.
as you're walking away.
My master can be a bit short-tempered, but
I don't
I've
care
learned
what
so
your
much
master
from
is.
him.
Shut up.
He's a sick, dying old man who needs something retrieved for him.
Yeah, well, I already talked to you about that.
He's also one of the most gifted alchemists in Skyrim.
Yep. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really want to give him the stuff he's asking for because if it can just replenish anything you put in it, then I kind of want to keep it for myself and put stuff in it. But
Let's see if we can get it to him before he dies.
yeah, were you not watching? I literally was like, oh, here we go. I'm going to read. I literally said to the stream, I'm like, so I'm going to assume that this quest is like every other quest in this game so far, and that it doesn't actually matter how long I take to get it to him, regardless of how urgent they make it seem, like with the dragon. Alright? It's like, so, and I looked at the guy on the screen, I was like, so, if you die before I get back to you, I apologize in advance. Not that it'll matter, because you'll be dead. Ooh. The larger the hole, the larger the spider. Yay.
Gross.
So many things. Hi, I'm just looking around your room. It's no big deal. I'm not like stealing anything. Like I legitimately didn't steal anything, so get off my back. Alright. Ting. Hey, who are you? I haven't seen you yet.
The cruel seas have been sailors for generations. In truth, I regret not following in the footsteps of my ancestors.
Need some metal hammered.
Yes, I guess I have.
Don't forget,
Remember talking to you.
Hermir speak every bit as sharp as what you'll find in Whiterun.
Well, enough
I
of
respect
those.
your
You'll see he bought up most of the tomatoes.
if that makes any sense. I don't see these to bring out Shore's bones. I might just have to.
Delicious and affordable.
Oh, hey, there's a person
Working in Windhelm is great. I get to see Ulfric up close. Every Nord should admire Ulfric. He fights for all of us. In fact, he's the reason I chose to learn the smithing trade. I want to make weapons and armor for the great Stormcloak army. Smithing isn't the most exciting thing for me, but we all have to lend a hand as best we can. If a Stormcloak uses one of my swords to strike down an Imperial soldier, then I've done my part to free our land. A word of advice, don't buy discounted armor.
I'll be sure to stress your
Okay.
urgency. It seems like every farmer in Skyrim is short on supplies these days.
Take home Windhelm's finest and precious
That should
produce
just be a
today.
normal thing. Like, it shouldn't be really a word of advice. That should just be like...
With my swords in their hands, Ulfric's men will send those fleeting dogs panic.
I don't know where I am going. I haven't actually decided to follow the quest or anything yet. Oh, okay. I do remember I came this way. Now that I see the little graveyard, I did come this way. So I was going this way towards the little thing. And then I got distracted because I went that way by accident. Okay. Now I get it. Alright. Okay, who are you? Have I talked to you yet?
It's so good to see you again.
So did. Okay. Here, have this.
Oh, thank you.
By and by.
Divines bless your kind heart.
Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
The trainers that you find around the world, for example, train me to be a better pickpocket.
Yeah, I haven't asked any of you to do those things yet.
You can only do those 5 times per level. So 5 times in between leveling up. And for something that you as a character don't use very much, like pickpocket, that is a very good place to put those 5 trainings in between levels.
Oh, I see. So because when you do things regularly, it automatically ups your stuff. Whereas if it's something you're not doing on the red, then it would be better to be trained in that so that you don't actually have to try to put skill into it by doing it.
Yeah.
And that way when you need to do it for something, you at least have the skill.
There you go.
Neat.
Now it does cost, but
The divine
honestly, with some
smile
of
on a
the
charitable
skills,
soul.
It's not going to cost you much at all.
Right.
It might cost you 1,000 gold to take 5.
I lost my
like,
family
5
years ago.
levels from it.
Truth is, I don't really know what keeps me going.
Like, I don't really remember where your pickpocket skill is at right now. Yeah. So are you trying to solve the murder yet?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
And no, because
This is an ode to Skyrim's
I haven't
truest
even brought
sons and
myself back
daughters,
up to date yet.
the Stormcloaks.
Oh, I remember this room now.
We
okay.
drink to our youth,
I have been.
to the day.
I'm just trying to get my bearings right now. Went around, talk to everybody.
A good thing to do. Pick the map. Pick the local map.
I don't want to. And I might.
Spare
Right now, I'm
coin
just
for
wondering.
a poor old woman.
Just kind of looking around right now. Like, hey, what? Good word, yo.
Right is the great portrait.
As my character tries to turn that way. I'm looking around.
I'm a
I will
sailor
find
on
a
the
way.
Northwind.
And you know
We're
it.
laying over in Windhelm for... It's good to spend some time on solid land.
Sure that goes down. Who are you? Have I talked to you yet?
Beyond. Captain Lonely Gale has been avoiding me. I just know it.
There's the cemetery. Okay, so this.
So you have found out about it.
I have? Maybe?
Go
Yeah,
back to-
yeah, because when I was at the little shop area that I started out tonight in, they were saying that there were.
I was one of the best soldiers in the... I'd be out there fighting
they
the
were
Imperials
looking
right now if it
for-
wasn't for my war wound.
The people responsible for these killings, and that they thought that this chick was part of the Thieves Guild or something, and she's like, I'm not saying I know anything, but why would a Thieves Guild do anything to bring attention to themselves? So, yes, I guess I have, but again, since I haven't gone into the quests and stuff again to bring myself back up to date, because this isn't exactly something I think about at all, other than when I'm playing, I don't remember what's going on. But I'm having fun just exploring.
If the guards would listen to Viola, they'd have caught the butcher by now.
The butcher.
Stay out of trouble, Imperial.
What kind of wanna?
Hi there.
Who are you? Where are your folks?
They're dead.
Not another
My
one.
mama died when I was
break her
little.
heart too.
I don't remember her very well. My father was a Stormcloak soldier. One day he left and didn't come back. I'm all alone.
Oh,
I try to sell flowers so I can buy food. It's not much, but what else can I
That's
do?
2 girls. There's 2 girls so far.
Okay, well, now that I already know I need a home, I'm not going to tell her that I'm not going to.
Thanks. Thanks for talking to me.
You're welcome. See, she's all nice. She's like, thanks for talking to me. So I didn't say, hey, I could adopt you, and then have to be like, oh, I didn't realize you need like a place to live. Sorry, just kidding.
Farm work is hard work. It's good to relax when I can. But I still have to listen to my brothers harping about injustices.
The Corner Club.
Oh shit! She found the club.
I thought the... Huh?
Jimmy Jansen on pull here a minute.
The Great Quarter's not much to look at now, but it wasn't always so bad.
Ever think of moving to Morrowind? Place sucks.
Not a day goes by that I don't think about returning to the
I
ancestral
didn't like
home of
playing
my
that
people.
game.
Still, even with the rough treatment we've had at the hands of Ulfric and his lot, I've got ties here.
Yes, it does!
Probably more trouble to pack up and leave than it is to stay. Besides, Amberus can't run the Corner Club on his own.
Why not?
Does not mean
on his own. What, you think he's a child?
Windhelm is divided into 4 quarters. The Grey Quarter is the one that's home to all the city's dark elves. If it looks to you like an impoverished slum, that's because it is. Ulfric prefers that we live in squalor. He has nothing but disdain for anyone who isn't a Nord. He tolerates us, but that's the extent of his hospitality.
Racist.
It was a pleasure.
I found out through personal experience that the flavors of Blackberry Merlot
The Corner
and
Club's been
Confisca
filling
whiskey
up at night
do not
lately.
mix well.
You're not
I'll
supposed
bet
to
Elda
mix
up
those,
at
and
Candlehearth
also
is
the
jealous.
But you complain about getting sick every time you drink it.
I know I'm getting sick every time I drink it.
I
There
thought
you go.
the
I thought I
Grey
would
Quarter would
save
be a
you
haven
from
for my
sickness and
kind.
for you.
Which is why
I was wrong.
tonight's stream features Red's Blueberry Ale.
The Grey Quarter is not much to look
Which, by
at
the way,
now,
did you
but it
know
wasn't
Red's comes in,
always
like,
so
a bunch of
bad.
flavors now, because I didn't know that until I got so I was getting him a super suitcase of Budweiser and found
We might be
this.
poor, but is it
had
really any better
cans
out
of red
there?
Apple, and it had Red's pineapple, which is very, very, very pineapple.
Not a
by the
day
way. It's
passes
more of a
that I don't
mixer.
wonder
That's
if
one way you
life
should
would be
definitely
better in
something else to
Morrowind.
make, or at least mix orange juice or something in with it, so it's
Orange juice and vodka.
I don't
No,
see
I
why
don't
we
know.
should live as
Anyway,
an underclass
but
to
then
the
they had
Nords.
the
If
blueberry
anything, they owe us.
And as much as I love pineapple, I'm apparently really coming around to the flavor of blueberry because this is
I'm all ears.
fantastic. So,
We'll sell our souls for some more blueberry reds.
yes, and also
Need
Come
something?
get some.
would
I
be
will
happy
put
to
a check.
exclusively drink Red's Ale if they wanted to sponsor.
Got something to say?
She's not wrong, you know. My soul for
Huh?
Reds. Get us in touch. It'll happen. Steal the bucket.
Stop it! All right, I'm going to talk to someone, so you have to shush so I can hear.
Apparently, some Nord women were murdered. Not
Apparently?
sure why I should care.
What? I'm sorry. Apparently, some Nord women were murdered. Like, he's saying these things in a way that I envision him actually holding up air quotes every time he says the words. So, like, apparently, some Nord women were murdered.
Okay, but think about it from the victims of racism here. Okay,
Hey.
it's been a good cause for the Windhelm guards to violate every sanctity of
I'm
privacy.
not debating this with you.
I will debate it with you.
But I'm not debating, and I'm not taking it one side or the other. I've been sitting here calling out the asshole racists. However, this guy said it with such vehemence, and then he's like, "Why should I care?" Like, because people are being murdered, asshole. All right. Anyway, how are the dark elves treated here? I'm pretty sure they're treated like
slaves.
I was gonna say something along those lines, but not those lines. Like
they don't quite get the
hey honey,
slave treatment.
hey honey. You semi recently read that book. Where were the like riots? Where was that?
The riots?
Yeah. Segregation and stuff.
Oh no.
One.
Those
Montgomery, right? Or no?
No, Selma, Alabama. Those were peaceful protests.
No. That's not what I'm talking about. The big thing. Of course, I'm feeling like a total idiot. I normally know this stuff. Man, it's like the big thing they teach you in history about the riots, and it's in the South. And it involved like water and.
If you need another drink, I'll be right
riots.
here.
Those were peaceful protests. They were treated as riots by the police at the time because the police were racist assholes.
Will you please tell me the place?
No,
that's not it. It's not that one. It's not the one I'm thinking of. It's the one that they always mention in all the TV shows.
Alabama and Georgia. And at no point
Alabama.
Were they...
What towns? What were the big city towns? That's not the point. I'm trying to get across.
Selma.
It's not Selma. Stop saying Selma. That's not the one I'm thinking of.
That was the spearhead. The big display.
That's not what I'm talking about. Ugh, I'm gonna have to look it up now.
Now?
Yes, because it's gonna bug me, and you're instead of thinking of other ones, you just keep telling me the same one.
Because you're not giving me...
They said not that one. Pick a different one.
I thought the Grey Quarter would be a haven for my kind.
I can't think of it anymore.
I was wrong.
I'd travel more, but who wants to deal with all the soldiers these days?
The Grey Quarter's not much to look at now, but it wasn't always so bad.
My what now?
You know, where do you get your goods? I am always amazed at how you manage to sell things so cheaply.
Oh, just a matter of finding the right suppliers.
Well, I want to meet them the next time they're around. Maybe you can give an introduction.
I'll consider it. Many of the people I deal with here are secretive. You know how it is.
Of course. I understand completely. You just put us in a room, and I'll do all the talking. No worries at all.
If you're looking to get a drink, Candlehearth Hall's got warm fires and strong ale.
It's driving me crazy that I can't think of this, and now I can't even find it anywhere.
I'm gonna break you.
Yes?
If you ever shoot me in the genitals with a Nerf gun of any kind...
Make it quick.
I will cut yours off.
Sweet! No more tours!
Eunuch! Yay!
Yes?
I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with this. It is driving me absolutely bonkers. Jacksonville, maybe? I can't remember. We're gonna have to move on.
Florida?
I don't remember! I'm just throwing things out there trying to... It was the whole thing. And like in TV
Deal with
shows,
all the soldiers these days.
And their time period TV shows, they never ever mention Selma. However, they do always mention a different big city. Like, you want to stay away from there, brother, because you know, they don't like us around there. They had a big display or whatever. And I'm trying to remember what it was. It's like a major southern town, like city.
Yes.
Like a big one.
I thought the Grey Quarter would be a haven for my kind.
Then it must be Montgomery.
I was wrong.
When I said Montgomery, you said no.
You
Selma.
want something from me?
So
Selma.
But that is not
where most of the protests happen.
That's irrelevant to what
If
I'm
you're
trying
looking to get a drink,
get to,
Candlehearth
though,
Hall's got
because
warm fires and
no one
strong
talks
ale.
about that. And I'm talking about the things that like they make reference to in pop culture, like when it's a pop culture reference, when
Speak
it's
quickly.
in a TV show. No one talks about something. I understand it was important. I am not at all saying anything against that.
Heaven forbid.
Hi, I don't know who you are. Earney? Is it Earney or is it Ear NY? Like Ear, New York? Arnie? Earney.
Ferguson?
Ernie? What are you talking about? Huh? Oh, no.
Ferguson was actually a major.
I know, I understand that. I think it's Montgomery, but it might not be. I know it was one of those major. Montgomery's a major city. Like to me, like that's something that you've heard before. Ferguson, Selma, those are not things that they talk about a lot on TV shows. If you read my comments out loud from before this message, then I will drop a follow. I did.
I'd
It
travel
says, "Hi
more,
guys,
but who
Ferguson
wants to
versus
deal with all the
Montgomery?"
soldiers these days?
Are you talking about Ferguson? I'm a bit slower typer, so here. Yay! Thank you for the follow.
Love you, Ernie. Thank you.
So, I think so, maybe. Like, it wasn't about a court case. It was about, like, and I understand they weren't actually riots, but they call them the riots of blah, blah, blah. You know,
Hey, that is a big deal to me.
I understand that, but I'm talking about the way it's portrayed, not about...
Speak quickly.
...how it should be portrayed. And I got so lost on that tangent.
The Great Quarter's not much to look at now, but it wasn't always so
All right,
bad.
then.
All right.
It was a pleasure.
Apparently, some Nord women.
Anyway, yeah, hi.
Well, you see where we have to live. This forgotten
Bernie.
alley.
Oh, okay,
All the
yeah.
filth
So, like,
from the upper quarters flows
okay, cool.
downhill, like they say. Good luck getting one of the guards to help with anything. I tried to get Ulfric to even come down here to see the squalor, but the High Lord of his mightiness couldn't find the time.
Oh, you want this. Okay, how about... There have been murders in Windhill? Well, golly darn, you don't say.
None of that matters to me.
Really?
Until someone takes a Dunmer, I'll let Windhelm deal with its own problems.
Wow. That sucks. I mean, I get it. But, dude, reverse racism, yo. It's a thing. Okay.
Where else would we be?
I'm saying it's not justified.
When the
justified
Red Mountain
also.
burned, you could
Actually
scarcely breathe in Morrowind,
Certainly for
so we
long.
came west. Windhelm was the first city on that road, and here we are. If we had known the Nords would be so unwelcoming, we may have kept walking.
Then why didn't you? Like, once you found out, why the fuck are you all still here? Move the fuck on. There's other places. Like, I'm just saying, I don't want to live somewhere where people are always fucking hating on me. I don't get that. And it's not like where there's places set up just for you. It's like this place is. It's like there are actual towns where people are like, hey, I don't care that you're enough. You're cool.
The College of Winterhold is the only place in Skyrim open-minded enough to teach magic. Although Ulfric's court wizard has been known to take on apprentices once in a
I
while.
actually have conflicts with NPC because I have better things to do like completing perfections. Well, first of all, RPGs are my favorite to play. And as it turns out, especially in this one, you get a lot of your quests by talking to the people and by reading books. Like, there are a lot of side things that you get just by opening a freaking book. Like, I started out playing this game by reading all the books. I was like, I'm going to read them all out loud and perform them, which I was doing for about a session and a half. And then I started coming across, 10 to 20 page books, and my throat was starting to hurt. And it was turning into over an hour reading the same book out loud and performing it. So I'm not doing that anymore. But I did find that if I open a book and there's something in it that would give me a quest, like a side mission, it activates just by opening it. But I have to close it, before it tells me that I've activated it.
If you need another drink, I'll be right here.
Oh, okay, good.
Have a seat. There should be plenty of space.
But I like to talk to all the people. And, like, Fallout is one of the games I really like to play.
Things have been a lot worse around here since Ulfric took over.
I'm such an achievement whore.
I thought the Grey Quarter would be a haven for my kind.
One direction or the other. Usually
I was wrong.
It's not the cold of Skyrim that gets to me. It's the stink from the people.
And go horizontally up and down the map. But usually, I go vertically across the map, starting with the far
When
east
I've made
side
enough
of
money,
Dewey's
I'm going to
until I
return
can't
to
do anything
Morrowind in
else.
high
And I go up
style.
and down, and I talk to people, and I read things, and I do the whole kit and caboodle.
I'd travel more, but
So
who
that's
wants to
basically
deal
what I'm
with all
doing,
the
except for
soldiers
not
these
doing
days?
the edge of the map stuff.
Yes.
Because I know that wouldn't be as entertaining for you as it would be for me.
If you're looking
Y'all
to get
should
a
be
drink,
happy that he's a
Candlehearth
dark elf
Hall's got
and not a
warm
snow
fires
elf.
and
'Cause
strong
let's just
ale.
say they didn't end
Yes,
up very
there
good
are.
means. Okay. Anyway, but this is my
Yes?
first time ever playing through Skyrim. I'm playing it because Guy is making me. He doesn't like the fact that
Need
because I had a bad
something?
experience with Morrowind, I didn't like it. I couldn't figure out a lot of the mechanics. He decided I'm not allowed to not like it because of that. So he decided I was going to start streaming on his channel, and
Speak
he decided
quickly.
that it was going
All
to
my
happen.
goods are
Why do you want to
legitimate,
speak with me?
which is more than I
I've
can say
literally
for
already
some.
talked to you. Everything I can say to you. So stop coming up to me and telling me
Until
to
next
talk
time.
to you. On my way, stupid bee. Let's just say that snow elves are now I don't understand that, so okay. Famer? Homer? I don't understand what that says.
You need anything, come see me. I'm as resourceful as I...
I can't get ready. Oh, it must be late now.
Farm work is hard work.
Yeah, you've said this already. Get out of my way.
Heard they're
Alright,
reforming
I
the
guess I
Dawn
can
Guard.
finally do the thingy.
Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
Time for me to look at my quests. This one? Yes, that's what we into that. Where is... Oh, it's all over there. Oh, that's right. I went here because I wanted to go there and I didn't have to travel as far. What else do we have now? We got this one. One's over there, which isn't too far from me. Right to that. Where's that? Yeah, I should probably go there. Of course, it's on the other side of the map. Alright, let's just do the thing. Trying to do. Falmer. Okay. So snow elves are now Falmer. What a Falmer. Alright, here we go. I think he went outside to smoke. See, he's kind of an ass. And no, see, the thing is, I don't like him to really tell me all of that stuff because what ends up happening is he treats me like a noob. Now, see, I'm not a noob when it comes to being a gamer, but I'm technically a noob to this series. And so he likes to treat me like we treat noobs. So, I tend to tell him to shut his pie hole a lot. And him telling me the lore is more like, let's see what you don't get is. Anyway, how do I get to where it's trying to go? Okay, see, this is how you can go in here. Okay. Find my way around. Somehow I'll figure it out. I'm not sure how, but I'll figure it out. Shh. He's coming. I'll help out if the new people Alright, so somehow. Yeah. Alright, so I can't see that. How do I get. I don't understand this. This makes no sense. I have to go in here.
What? You have to go where?
So how come every time I leave, it tells me to go back in?
What?
Do I have more than one thing selected, maybe? Let's check the quest. Let's see. I bet I have more than one thing selected. That's why.
Now, here's the thing. You can just unselect miscellaneous.
I know.
And you won't have to unselect the stuff on the miscellaneous menu.
I know.
Okay.
See, the problem is this one doesn't actually show me where I'm supposed to be going. Once I get in town, it's like, eh. But Arc, Amulet, oh, that's the Amulet of Arcade. Okay, so that one, is that just because?
Yeah.
Yeah, that must be what it is. Let's see. So now, if I leave, will it still tell me to go back inside? Let us find out. My cat has been sitting on my lap and watching the stream, so I guess he enjoys the content. Aww, Mr. Kit Kat.
Oh, I miss my kitties now. I need to go do my homework.
Go do your homework.
I don't want to.
You literally just said you need to.
I know I need to. Doesn't mean
Nope.
I want to.
Still tells me to go in there.
Then no.
Where the heck am I? Wait, no, seriously, where am I?
Oh, because you exited out the wrong exit.
There's more than one exit?
Yeah.
This place has more than one exit.
Just fast travel to the docks. Or not to the docks, to the stables.
Oh, I can fast travel to the stables. Nice. That one was actually good advice. Should ask him about the Falmer. I don't want to. He's gonna want to teach me. What are Falmer?
Falmer?
Falmer.
Falmer?
Apparently snow elves are all Falmer now.
Yeah.
What are Falmer?
We'll find out eventually. They're blind, if that helps.
No, doesn't help at all. Apparently they're blind. All the snow elves went blind a little too much.
Imagine Guy, or at least his people, being cursed and having to go underground. Then thousands of years of twisted abomination evolution.
They're blind, and they built their armor out of like big shells. Oh, that's neat. So they're almost like mer people. Oh, bug shells. Yuck, 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 yuck. I'm all like, oh, that sounds cool, like Little Mermaid-esque. Nope.
No. No. To a certain degree.
Uh-oh. Oh, right, I put away my stuff because of the theme. Because of the stupid brawl. What do I have now? Oh, yeah, that's right, I have this.
Alright.
What are you doing?
I want to do my homework. I don't want to have homework.
Well, you have to take that up with your professor.
I only had 6 discussions in the history class, okay?
Want a full lore story on them? Not quite at all. Sure, why not? It's so snowy. I hate the snow. It's cold. It's wet. Therefore, it is the root of all evil. switch over to some ponytail, seriously. Oh, ponytail. Okay, keep going. Okay. There you are, Fago. What the fuck, dude? Hey, I like him. Stop trying to kill him.
Slay it! Slay the dragon!
Fucking landlord. Go. Where's that brand? Go. Go back here. Die! Fucking dragon! Also, I'm kind of sorry. Yeah, basically I just want to take everything you have. So, all that. Okay. Cool. Oh my god. So, boys and girls, I believe this is what we call a quick save moment. Fucking it. Alright, let's see. So the Snow Elves and the Nords fought for centuries from the late something era to the first era. Okay, wait. We think the first era would be like first, but okay. But the Snow Elves were steadily pushed back by waves of other people, and there were a lot of losses. They maintained an uneasy alliance with the something okay, blah blah underground cities. Faced with extinction, they called upon their kin. Okay. So kind of a little bit, but look. Alright, I know that. Quick saved. We hurt. Oh, fucking dragons, man. Fucking dragons. Now I remember that's a thing. I don't suppose I can raise a zombie dragon here. Yeah, the zombies are soulless. So I'm guessing that's too late. I already moved.
To be perfectly honest, that's something I've never tried.
Yeah, we're going back.
What do you need?
Nothing from you. Look, it's an inn. The Braidwood Inn. If there's no braided wood in here, I'm going to be sorely disappointed. False advertising. Wait. Unless they count that. Technically, a wreath could be considered braided wood. Like, hello? Does anybody work here? Oh, there you are.
Poor Rogie. If you're feeling charitable, buy the Nordham mead. He's good for it.
Oh, who's Rogie? And why do we need to be charitable to him? Let's hear his sob story.
He's been in Kynesgrove forever. Great storyteller. Keeps everyone's spirits up.
Okay.
Owes me a lot of coin for drinks. I keep telling him not to worry about it, but he's got the stubborn Nord blood. Damn fool doesn't have the coin to pay me back, so he just beats himself up over it, and then he gets thirsty and it cycles all over again. If you could convince him that I don't care about his tab, it'd certainly make me feel better.
Aww, you're a really nice lead. I don't know why it has me ask everybody this. I know
Magic is nothing but trouble. If you're set on it, there's that college in Winterhold, or Ulfric's court wizard. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Okay. That looks like it.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Until next time.
It's a big bed. Not allowed to take anything in the room, but I'm allowed to sleep in the bed. Hey, there's lots of people in here now. Feels like
If you like meat so
Wouldn't
much,
even be
why not
here
go?
if it weren't
I
for
hope
my
you'll stay for a bit.
evil
We could
sister.
certainly use the business.
We got the mill up and running before we found out that the big stand of trees on the hill was sacred. We can't cut them, and we can't afford to buy another mill somewhere else. So we scrounged whatever we can from around the tundra.
that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe she dragged me all the way to this snowball. Hill and broke here.
If you bring mead, you're welcome. Even if you don't, you're still welcome.
You're like so smart. How do you know so much?
Well, a lifetime of study, you might say. The best comes from Riften, but I haven't been there in years. Ever tried making your own? It's not easy, trust me.
The doors disappeared, and they used poisonous bug means for unlearned stuff. Former unlearned racist. Oh, so it's just a word for a specific type of elf. It's just they're called snow elves. They're now called. By the way, yeah, just forget about
What
the
do you
cat.
think I am? A beggar? My family has always paid back every single coin we owe, going back to Tiber Septim's time.
For your house on a guy's tab.
I haven't done anything yet.
Oh, okay.
I was actually going to try to persuade him.
Oh, okay, cool.
I guess you're
Oh
right.
shit!
A Nord shouldn't be so proud to turn down a kind soul's generosity.
Exactly.
Tell Idra I'll be fine.
You know, I think she likes you. So stop being a bastard and just like kiss her already, okay? And accept the fact that she gives you free booze. Because bitch, you ain't finding no one better than that.
All this talk of dragons
I
is
hope
making
you'll stay
people
for.
antsy.
It'll be good to not have to hear
Nonsense.
him whining about his debts.
Right?
Rogie pawned a few of his things back when he still had things to pawn.
So, in exchange for convincing him not to worry about his debt, I get what he's already paid his debt with so far. Weird. You guys are screwy.
I visited the
I can't even
meaderies
give
of
him his
Riften
shit
once as a lad.
Alright, that's fine.
Wish I had their skill.
Whatevs. Altair, Altair, Altair. Bread. I just ate a shit ton of food, so yeah, I'm taking it. Bread, bread. It's like a lot of bread and wine. To me. Which is technically I totally just thought that said hooker meat. I was like, dude, they harsh on hookers here. Salt! Yay! That one. Okay. There was the front. Search the wardrobe, shall we? Shoes. Just shoes. Charcoal. Charcoal. Interesting. Cowhide. Dress. Gold. Reed of crossed daggers. Osgun's folly. Windham letters. The Gentleman's Guide to Whiterun. Okay. Next room. That chest. Gold! This is always so weird to me. It's not stealing to take their gold, but it's stealing to take their gold ingot. Olaf and the Dragon. Once upon a time, a dragon blew fire and Olaf melted. The end.
You actually already read this book.
I don't care.
On stream.
I don't care. I was making up a story. And it never stops being funny, because the only thing I can ever think of anymore, thanks to having children. What? Oh my god, is this what I think it is? It's a choose your own adventure. This is neat. Alright. Kolb was a brave Nord warrior. One day his chief... What? Kolb. It's not a K?
Yeah, oh, okay. Yep. Sorry.
He has to slay an evil dragon that threatened their village. Go through the mountain pass, Kolb, his chief said. You will find the dragon on the other side. Turn to page 2. Page 2. Kolb took his favorite axe and shield and walked to the pass, where he found a cold cave, a windy cave, and a narrow trail. Which way should I take? Let's see... that one. Let's go into the windy cave. We have to turn to page 8 now. 5, 7, 8! A strong gust of wind blew Kolb's torch out and knocked him into a pit where he split his head and died. The end! Yay! That was a short story.
Good job.
Alright, let's try the gold cave. Let's go to page 17. I love Choose Your Own Adventure books. I had so many of them growing up. Alright, Kolb stepped into the frozen cave, but his Nord blood kept him warm. A smelly tunnel climbed ahead of him, and a wind howled from from another to his left. A ladder was nearby as well. Take the smelly tunnel, take the windy tunnel, or climb the ladder. Well, I'm guessing windy is just going to take me back. I'm pretty sure that's the same page too. Or maybe it wasn't. I don't remember. But wind means my torch gets blown out and I die. So let's try the ladder on page 12. Yay, I'm not going to be dead yet. Climbing up, Kolb found a camp. He met a wise man who shared bread and showed 2 paths to the dragon's lair. One went through the hills, the other through a marsh. Let's go up the hills. Page 3. Page 3. Kolb stepped onto a rocky hill. He could see the dragon sleeping below and a tavern off a road nearby. Well, I mean, I'm here to deal with the dragon, so I guess I should probably climb down. But then again, what about third breakfast?
You're not a hobbit.
Fine, I'll climb down. But 11sies?
Really?
Before...
First thing in the morning, you're gonna get drunk. Really? Okay.
Before the orc could strike, Kolb swung his... Wait, what?
15.
15, not 13.
I think.
My man! No. Crap. I lost what page I was supposed to go to. What page was I on?
That one. No. That one.
Okay.
Climb down.
14.
14 is visit the tavern. 16 is climb down.
Oh, my bad. Alright, 16. Kolb found the lair, where the dragon slept, tendrils of smoke wafting from its nostrils. The air made Kolb's eyes sting, and he nearly slipped on the bones of men picked clean. The beast lay on its side, the throat and belly both waiting targets. Strike the neck, strike the belly. Let's go for the neck. Page 6. Actually, I'll decapitate the thing. Oh, crap. The end of the axe lodged itself in the tough, scaly neck of the beast. It wailed and thrashed, but Kolb held on and eventually sawed through the neck, killing the beast. Yay! I won! Kolb returned home victorious, and his village was never bothered by the dragon again. Thank you. Thank you. Yay, me! Wait, I actually want to take that one. That one was fun. You're going to go in my house whenever I have a house. That was cool. Did I go in this chest yet? Yeah, I did. Okay. That was fun.
If you like meat so
All
much,
right, then.
why not go live in Riften?
No, very nice.
Oh, I
Why?
wouldn't be able to help them.
Why am I not
Their
nice?
skills were given by the divines.
Maybe you could be a taster or something.
Whatever.
Haha, but I can do that right here. Right now.
Did you just steal a rabbit?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm quite positive.
What are you doing that for?
What am I doing what for?
Taking everything that doesn't belong to you?
No, she didn't say a damn thing until I ran into it. When I ran into it and it made a thud, she got mad at me.
Yeah.
But she didn't care about the fact that I was doing stuff. She got mad that I was not doing damage.
All this talk of dragons is making people antsy. Nonsense.
Salt! No.
Where in the fuck is Bronchi Brunner's ecological theory? These Martial identity statuses.
So much? Why not go live in Riften?
Oh, I wouldn't be able to help them. Their skills were given by the divines.
Maybe you could be a taster or something.
Haha, but I can do that right here. Right now.
Sit here in front of you while you are detecting me and take the gold from behind your freaking counter. All your money. I'm just allowed to take it.
Here's a woman I'm...
Why? Why are you people just...
I visited the meaderies of Riften once as a lad. Wish I
I
had
hope
their
you'll stay
skill.
for a bit. We could certainly use the business.
I need you to move, dude. You're in my way. Can't get to that last one.
Working our mine is dangerous work, but Dravnia keeps it going. Well, Dravnia and the promise of more meal.
Skyrim. Right, so anyway, I'm supposed to be going this way. Back here. Yay, I got it! Here's the box. Box belt!
Might be going to pick up a cow. You did pass by some dragons, though. Right to the right of his neck.
There's some creepy ass noises in these parts. Okay, there's definitely a thing here. What was that?
Fireball.
From behind!
I don't know. Fangel's gonna take care of it though. Or get murdered.
It's okay. Just thinking it was a witch.
I'm not a witch, I'm your wife.
Oh my god. Dude, not cool. Not cool at all. Hey, witch missed the road.
I'm pretty sure you have a quest there.
What? And he had already initiated the kill attack. Apparently. Which, by the way, I now know that while I may not be able to resurrect a dragon skeleton to fight for me, I can resurrect the animals I kill to fight for me, because I happened to kill a deer right before that thing landed, and I resurrected that, and it went and started attacking the dragon for me. Here we go. And roll! That looks like a giant hole. There's gonna be a giant spider somewhere. Phew! Oh, right, I forgot I took that. Okay. So, guys, I am roughly an hour and a half, I think. Yeah, just under an hour and a half into the stream. So, I'm going to take a quick break. I need to, relieve the bladder, winter calls. Maybe grab another drink. I don't have any more of this delicious ding, Red's Blueberry Ale. Please sponsor. And, I'm actually only about 2/3 of the way done with this. I'm a sipper. I just am. Guys always trying to get me to be better at this stuff, but that's what having 2 kids does to you. I used to be able, from the moment I turned 21, was already able to drink people under the table without previous experience with alcohol, because I was the good kid. But now, after having 2 kids, which means you basically go a year each time with no alcohol whatsoever, I have very little tolerance, so I just kind of sip on stuff all night long. Except for this amazing blackberry merlot that's really cheap, but also pretty darn tasty, and it goes pretty quick, and I get sick because I drink too much. Anyway, alright, I'm taking a break. We shall return in about 10 minutes. So at when we reach an hour and 35, or 10:40 Mountain Time. All right, we'll be back.
I wish I had a... Oops. Accidentally sat under control. Okay. I'm gonna mute for now while we get her break taken care of. There we go. Okay. Yep.
Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about the long wait. What I thought was one thing was another thing, and unfortunately those things...
Was it double the first thing you thought it was?
Anyway, I did see the same thing on Instagram while I was in there though. An old roommate of mine posted a meme of this truck with all these like giant wooden stakes in them, right? And he was like talking about the Final Destination movies and how you know, it's been like over 15 years and they still have trouble with you know, having to be behind a truck with stuff like that. And I'm like, yes, me too. Thank you. Fuck you, Final Destination. Seriously. There are so many things that, like, that whole... Because I do the exact same thing. In fact, I will purposely, as soon as I can, pass them, and I will do it very quickly, because I am positive that the first chance it gets, as soon as I think I'm about to make it home free, it's gonna be like, BAM! That is what it's like to have grown up on movies like that. So, yeah, where are we going? Huh? Oh, this way, right. Okay. doing a quick perimeter sweep here. I don't see anything super creepy yet. But that means nothing. Yay, I discovered something! Woohoo! Yummy!
There's a cave here. Think we should check it out?
Yeah, I think we should check it out. Hey, what good ideas you have?
Original discussion post written in almost a Shakespearean dialect. That's what I was doing.
He was writing his college discussion post in Shakespearean dialect. This should be interesting.
I'd like to hear it.
On stream?
I mean, yeah.
Sure, why not? But also be prepared to stop if I say shut up for a minute. Because if I run into something, I'm gonna be like, ah!
Okay. Number 4 was my choice. That was having to do with self-esteem and Brothenbrenner's ecological theory.
This is for, like...
Developmental psychology.
Yes, that. Developmental psychology is the name of the course that he is referring to this moment about.
Well, the factors in my life that influenced my self-esteem were the sort of troubling nature. With Brothenbrenner's theory, including much support for environmental influence, I can't help but agree, if only because of my own experience. Growing up in Southern California, my self-esteem was lacking for most of my upbringing. While I was considered gifted by every bump in my life, my peers had only a few words for me, and those were so unkind that I better not put them on display. There is no burden to a person's self-esteem than the effect of being a part of an extreme ethnic minority. My family is as diverse as one could possibly imagine, but to that end, I was still part of the minority and treated as an outcast. It wasn't until I came into full adolescent years that I began to understand that the looks were sought after, though my color was the reason I had been treated with malice. I was so completely ostracized by my peers for the color of my skin that I thought I would never begin to find
Would you look at that?
Then I was ejected from school for possession and dealing with a certain popular substance, marijuana. Being brought up in a family that could not be bothered to hold a person's skin accountable, suddenly my social, albeit illegal, endeavors brought me pain. No one was concerned about my skin color anymore, and I started to develop an actual social life. Because of the reasons, however, it fits well within the idea of seeking recognition for negative behaviors that go against societal or authoritarian constructs. I found myself prized for my looks, regardless of my skin. I had never had an ethnic or cultural background with my family, simply because of the sheer diversity of its life. One portion of the family was celebrating Creole chefs. Another was a simple, immediate, family-based love for all things sensible, coming from music and Canada. While yet another was based on Latin celebration and solemn worship. To pick from these were, simply put, beyond my ability to seek recognition. No one would hear of my Dia de los Muertos celebration, no one understood my love for Mardi Gras, and no one cared enough for a traditional family dinner as my French-Canadian heritage would suggest. I was left celebrating all with my family, but none with my peers. Beyond that is a story of struggle to find self-worth, and while it is harrowing and engaging, it doesn't sit well with me. I think I'm going to get a perfect score just because of the fact that my teacher's going to love it. Shakespeare and developmental psychology. Fun! And where was that a talking language?
come to enjoy the sights and sounds of this beautiful sanctuary as I have?
Sure.
Truly remarkable, isn't it?
Yep.
Elder Queen Sanctuary, my friend. If you have any questions
here, is not that green wall. Beautiful.
I mean, this is probably actually going to be like thinking back on it, it's probably going to be like the worst of my discussions yet.
Maybe that such beauty could exist in a place as desolate as the volcanic tundra. You are in Eldergleam Sanctuary. Just a small glimpse of what beauty Kinneret has to offer. Wonderful place, isn't it?
That tree, what tree? I don't see a friggin' tree. That tree? Oh, that tree. Okay.
Yes, my friend. Though no one has been close to her, I remember.
Why?
As you can see, the elder roots are large and stretch far, blocking any path to her trunk. Though, believe it or not, there are rumors of a weapon that even Eldergleam herself would lift her roots for, more out of fear than respect.
Oh, hey, that's right. That's what Nettlebane's for.
The rumors were true. I beg of you, don't harm the tree. Nothing good can come of it.
Uh-oh. Now, folks, I apparently left the morals away. I just got begged not to burn the tree.
Then no.
Let's see what my thing has to say about this. Prepare the Gildergreen in order to... Okay, so maybe I can do it without actually hurting the Eldergreen. Because it is a nice thing that I'm trying to do. It's not a mean thing that I'm trying to do. Let's save early and often, kids. I don't like it when medieval lots of me.
Is there somebody that wanted to join Lost Blood?
I don't think so.
Somebody that you had to turn down because you already had somebody with you?
Maybe. Why?
Just wondering.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Wondering.
Uh-huh. I don't want to hurt the tree. I just want to come through. Why, if I brought that person, would there be a different obstacle with me or something? Yes, you do.
No, honestly, this is one of those things I've always very cool.
Yeah, guys.
Pull it out. Hiding.
Because sneaky, 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 sneaky.
Yeah, but if they see you, they might offer you more fair.
But I already talked to them.
How many did you talk to?
Two.
Oh.
There's more? I didn't see any more.
No, that's probably a good one. I don't remember this place very well. We always fly by and get down there.
You don't understand how people can play RPG stuff.
Yeah, how many characters I have made and how many times I may have been through the quest and how many hours I've put in this game.
That's true.
Princess Bitchface was just like, fucking get out of my way, I'm doing things the way I want to do it, I don't care who gets hurt.
Right.
You don't know what you're dealing with. There will be consequences if you harm that tree. Leave this place. You're not welcome here.
No, she's talking. She's telling me to leave, that I don't know what I'm doing, and that there will be consequences if I hurt the tree.
Don't come any closer. I don't want Kinnereth to think I'm on your side.
And now, that guy doesn't want me to talk to him anymore because now he knows I want to hurt the tree. Oh, I feel so protected! But will I? Will I die?
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember how the alternative might come into play or whether he does actually with you. What? Are you looking it up? Okay. Cool.
So if I bring that person with me, I can do it a healthy way. If I don't, I have to do it that way.
You have to send fatal home for engagement. Just bring that person with you. He'll still have all the shit put on Mars. When you go back and get it. These cars have that.
Oh crap! All this work for nothing.
But you unlock the entrance of the other rings of the anywhere. You can
No.
fast travel.
No. If you can't fast travel, so it'll do. If it was just that the tree was going to attack me, I would have been fine. But of course, I had to find out that the tree was going to actually kill the nice people who've been sitting there practically worshiping it. Stupid tree. It's a stupid mealy-head tree. That's what it is. Stupid face mealy tree.
Oh. I've got your back. I'll head back home if you need me.
I miss you.
God might get nervous. A woman approaches with a weapon.
Take pity, lady, and spare me a few seconds. My favorite drinking buddy. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Sure, whatever.
We Greymanes have been feuding with the Battleborns. Oh, we've got an old saying. Well, maybe that's not entirely true. But our clan's got a long and proud history in this old. We respect the old ways, the Nord ways. And the Greymane has worked the Skyforge since before the time of my grandfather's father. Aye, we used to be fast friends. So long ago. We were two of the city's oldest and most respected clans. And we could trace our histories all the way back to Ysgramor's companions. But then Ulfred got rich and decided he and his kin were too good for us simple, backwards Nord folk. When the troubles began, he took the Empire side. We haven't spoken much since then. Well, when you get to be my age, you don't remember why you did much of anything. Only that it happened. Advice, don't overthink it. Fight well and the rest takes care of itself. Aye, they're an old clan like ours. But they love Empire when rising began. Ulfred Battleborn made his money and got himself some new friends among the Empire's nobles. Now he's in the Emperor's pocket like the rest of them, with no regard for honor, tradition. I was done talking anyway.
Good.
I worry about the other settlements in the hold. Unwalled, lightly manned. Prime targets for those damn dragons.
When the Empire surrendered to the All-Merry Dominion, they shamed us all.
Was I correct in hearing that you were traveling to the Grove of the Elder Gleam?
Yep. You didn't stop me before.
I am a traveler, a pilgrim. I follow the voice of Kinnereth wherever it can be heard. I've dreamed of seeing Elder Gleam for years. Might I travel alongside you? I promise not to get in the way. I thank you for your kindness.
Okay, bye, boop. Yeah, coming back just in time for it to load the next one. Why would I be able to search a dragon yet? Okay, there it is. in my most humble opinion, first of all, Papa John's. Papa John's is the best of the chains to order non-dairy pizza. See, I have to order my pizza without the cheese. And so, you know, all these one-topping deals are every once in a while. And most pizzas, two-topping deals. You really need 3 to 5 toppings in order to make it worthwhile when you don't have cheese. Otherwise, it's just sad. Flat spread. But John's is so generous with their toppings that one or two toppings is not so sure. Like one topping is kind of sweet, but just barely. Two toppings is plenty. I still like 3 to 5 if I can. But that's only because if there's a good deal. Alright, I'm ready.
It's like it was in my dreams. Speak.
I'm trying to speak. You're not letting me talk to you.
I can't believe I finally made it here.
I'm equipping.
Well, talk to him.
Make it quick.
Okay. You're gonna have to get to the tree tomorrow.
Apparently this part's falling.
Yeah.
You can hit a freaking root. It's the rest of the problem. It's the actual
Tree that he can be like, oh, you fucked up.
I had no idea you were a woman of violence. What exactly are you intending to do here?
I mean, were you really not listening?
No.
You've been bugging that chick like constantly since you got to Whiterun, alright? And she just you're like sitting there bugging the crap out of her. She goes, leave me alone, and then turns around in front of you and talks to this other person about what the problem is and what she needs me to do, and you didn't fucking listen?
You would violate this marvel of Kinnereth's glory to fix that half-breed stump in Whiterun? That's abominable. Barbaric. I'll have no part of this. Why didn't you tell me what you intended?
Because every time I tried to talk to you, you wouldn't talk to me.
Well, yes. There is something. It won't repair the tree back at the temple, but we could bring them a new one. Follow me. I think I can convince the tree to help us. The Elder Gleam has blessed us with a sapling. You should take it to Whiterun. Danica will want to see that the true blessings of nature lie in renewal, not a slavish maintenance. I believe I'll stay here and bask in Elder Gleam's warmth a bit longer. Good luck on your travels. May Kinnereth's wind carry only the sweetest scents.
You didn't kill the tree. I mean, it's not like you were gonna kill it for doing it. Oh, you died! You murdered yourself. Did you quit saying before you did that? No! Go through it all again. Yes!
Huh?
How does one get murdered? By themselves, as much as
You know, a waterfall usually has like an actual pool of water at the bottom of it that you can jump into. Now,
Yes, as long as your feet don't hit the ground before you're stopped by the water.
Yeah.
You hit a rock.
Apparently. And it didn't seem like it was really that high up. I don't feel like I should have any problems.
Ah, yeah, that.
I had you would violate this. That's abominable. Well, yeah, it won't repair the tree back at the... Follow me. I think I can convince the tree to help us. The Elder Gleam has blessed us with a son. You should take it to Whiterun. Danica will want to see that the true blessings of nature lie in renewal, not a slavish maintenance. I believe. Good luck on your travels. May Kinnereth's wind carry only the sweetest scents.
Okay, quick save.
What?
What?
Did you die again? Oh, I just heard a thing. It sounded like you were. Oh, you got the hiccups? Drink faster. Okay. Like now, or should we wait till you're done with your stream?
I'd say I'd let you decide that, but that would be a different plan. Because we would just decide to do it on the stream, and then we would
Okay.
get banned.
Here's the difference. As long as we don't show any nudity or penetration on stream, we're fine. The sounds of it, honestly, probably wouldn't get a switch ban.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard duty.
I say probably because I don't actually know. Holy shit, that's horrible.
What did you just do?
Do you get to the Cloud District often? What am I saying? Of course you do.
Vodka, Coltisca whiskey. I think Coltisca whiskey just doesn't pair well with anything.
Nope.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's
Splash
get
of
some
blackberry
meat.
wine and a bunch of cranberry juice. Nope.
What do you mean no?
That door didn't have the symbol on it.
Looking for my husband Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself these days.
He wanted you to go through that other door.
Do you have the Elder Gleam sap? But I can't run the temple. But the people were inspired by the Gilder Green. How can this little tree bring new worshippers? You're right, of course. It can be hard to hear the winds of Kinnereth when all you hear are the rabble in the temple. Death feeds new life. I'm sure that in time, this little sapling will grow into a new Gildegreen that will tower over Whiterun.
The pain is
Thank you.
easing.
Exactly. You stupid bitch.
Grace of Kinnereth be with you.
Can you be my mother?
Yes, I can, sweetie. Let me go buy my house first.
Divine smile on you, friend. You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold.
Ain't nobody high and mighty in these halls except in the Jarl. And don't you forget.
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots.
Yeah,
good job.
Don't you go tracking your...
I might just be a servant among lords, but don't think for a moment I don't take my duties as seriously as Jon himself takes his.
Soldiers. They're everywhere these days, and not a one of them knows how to pick up after themselves.
Divines bless you. The house I mentioned earlier is still available if you want to buy it.
Holy shit!
Wonderful. Here's the key to your new home.
So here you go. Now you get to make a choice.
A choice?
Yeah. Do you want to have a closet that has an alchemy laboratory, or do you want to have kids?
I want kids.
Ah, okay.
It's not much of a choice. I already told that little girl I'm gonna fucking adopt her, and I'm gonna goddamn adopt her. She already came. That's literally, you weren't paying attention, but I know you can't hear what they're saying. But she literally walked up to me as I was walking, and I was checking my money, and I just happened to see that I had over 5,000 gold. And as soon as I come out of that, she walks up to me and goes, "Can you be my mom now?" And I'm like, "Yes, yes, I can. Let me go buy my house."
The Jarl has put out a bounty on some bandits. Here, take a look at this decree for details. Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach. The Jarl is. I'll be glad to help you. There are many ways to improve your home, provided you have the coin. And of course, don't forget to consult your home decorating guide for descriptions of the decorations you can buy.
Okay.
Now, what would you like to purchase? Very well, I'll make the arrangements. The next time you visit your house, your new furnishings will be in place. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
According to this, I can still have an alchemy laboratory. But I don't have my own bedroom yet. I just have the kids' bedroom.
Wait, go down? Oh. Oh.
What?
I just realized it.
What?
Hit Alchemy Laboratory.
I don't want to. Explain first, because I don't want to do something.
Because when I first purchased the Breeze home in Whiterun, Princess Bitchface, okay? So
Just tell me what happens if
I chose the Alchemy Laboratory first. And then
Enjoy
it
your
said,
visit to Dragon's Reach.
convert Alchemy Laboratory into child's bedroom.
Oh, okay. So if I click on Alchemy Lab, it'll
So,
probably say...
What if you choose Alchemy Laboratory and have that furnished,
That sapling you recovered means the Gildegreen will live again. The
I would
owners, the people of
suspect
White.
that it would he'd more than likely bring up a discussion prompt of, okay, cool, but this will get rid of your kids better. Okay.
Right.
I've never seen that though because of
the order in which you did things.
Because of the order in which I've
Looking to do some hunting, eh?
I have
Avoid
never
big
decided to
shit.
put a kid in a city home. I've always built the home. That has come from that. You should have already received a letter from the Falkreath Jarl that said you could build a home there.
Yep. But I haven't gone there yet. And I can always save up more money.
Be glad you're here in the city and not out in river.
Anywhere I can have a home.
These poor sods don't even have a wall.
Doesn't necessarily take money.
Okay. But either way, I haven't gone there yet.
Okay.
Where's my kid? Come here, kid. Where'd you go, sweetie? Come on. Dad, where the fuck is my house?
Breeze home.
Dude, hey, just look. Look.
It's that
No, seriously, I'm looking.
marker.
Come here, look.
Oh god damn it! I'm so pissed about Skyrim taking that away.
What?
You could tip cows in every previous game.
What do you need, my friend?
Yes. And it was very important to me.
To be able to tip cows was very important.
Yes.
I understand. Woot woot! Check out my place,
And your house
bitches.
is sad.
Right now. Right now my place is sad because I haven't bought any shit for it yet. You know what? It's my place. It's my place right now.
Wait. Go back. Open that door. You just pass by that door on the stairs. Yeah, here's your kid's bedroom.
Woot woot! It's my kid's bedroom.
It's under the stairs.
My kid has a Harry Potter closet.
You're gonna treat your kid like Harry Potter.
No,
That's
I
great.
sleep like Harry Potter.
Oh, that's awesome.
But look, my kid's room has like regular stuff and no cobwebs. My room has the cobwebs. So. But hey, at least I have a bed, so I don't have I don't have a whole heck of a lot of money left. So. But I gotta go find my kid. Wait here. I'll go to sleep because I couldn't find the kid, so I'll go to sleep until daytime and then I'll go find the kid.
She's sleeping under a bridge somewhere.
10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6,
Go to
7.
sleep and dream of the day when your child gets to sleep in her bed.
I know, it's great.
You're so wonderful for making her spend yet
I couldn't find her!
sleeping under a
I
bridge.
couldn't find her!
Well done.
I couldn't find her. I looked. That's
You
not
barely
fair.
looked.
I looked around. She wasn't around.
You looked around the market square and called it good.
I looked around. I was looking all through. Don't even start.
Bullshit, I watched you.
Whatever. Give me no credit. No credit given.
Need
You
supplies?
call me mean? I
See
call
Bellafor
you
at his
mean.
store.
You've already taunted this little girl once.
So mean.
I'll adopt
Do you get to the Cloud District very often?
Lady,
What am I
could you spare... Really? Do you have a place I could live?
Yes, I do.
Oh, wow. Are you sure? You really wouldn't mind?
Do it.
The fact that
Fucking
that's an
do
option.
it. Fucking do it. Do it.
I'm not gonna do it. I want to adopt her.
Oh.
But dude, the fact that that is an option is just cool. Who makes this game? Who makes this game?
Bethesda.
Bethesda? You got some sick fucks working for you.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. You just said that about
Yay!
Fallout 2.
Thanks, Mama. I promise I'll be the best
Yeah.
tutor ever.
Have you played Fallout? They got some sick fucks working for them.
Oh yeah, you're not wrong.
I'm sure you could charge double for those and
But
still sell them.
welcome to introduce your daughter to the Breeze Home, where you have access to a certain DLC, which means that yeah, at some point she may be accidentally killed by an native vampire. Welcome.
I'm sorry, what? Is she in a room? Is she in a room?
It's everything I could have hoped for.
Aw, it's a hovel right now.
I know it's not much, but I found a few pretty things. They're in the chest in my room.
Yay!
If you see anything you like, please, take it. You've done so much for me.
Oh, cute
It's the least I can do. Mama!
Go outside, do your chores. It's time for us to move. I've got something for you.
Wow, really? What do you get me?
I got you a dress.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Let's play a game.
Sure. What do you want to play? Okay, you stand right there and count to 10. No peeking. Ready? Go!
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh my god, you're so pure, it breaks my heart. Princess Bitchface right now will kill you. Just for fun.
Shit. Now I gotta actually play her.
Just pick some flowers. One.
If you need potions, you should try Arcadia's cold brew.
You know, you can pick all the flowers as you're walking past.
She went outside. I thought she was gonna hide inside. I was gonna like find her in the house.
Oh, that's adorable. Start searching Whiterun.
God damn it. Do you think she'll be in a building?
Here's the best part. She can tag you without even seeing you. You, however, have to find her. No, she won't be in the building.
Oh, well, why didn't you tell me that before I went in the building?
Because I was waiting for you to fuck up.
Okay.
11:33. I have 27 minutes.
Do your damn discussion post here.
I have. I've done everything required of me.
What?
Thank you.
Why are you complaining all the time? You're it. Find someone. I'm it? I'm it? How did I find her? I did not find her.
Okay. Go. Alright, fine. Go to miscellaneous quests.
It just told me that I found her.
Oh shit. They took that away? Alright, you're fucked. Go find her.
Yeah, it said that I'd already done it, that I just completed it.
What do you mean?
But I didn't complete it. Ew, baby, there's a bug on the ceiling.
Oh no, it's a bug.
It's crawling towards me, get it!
Oh no, it's a bug. fuck? Oh god, it's an earwig. It's gonna climb in your ear and do dirty things.
Stop it! Get it!
It's an earwig. It's gonna hurt you.
Get it!
Those things eat bed bugs and ticks and fleas and everything else. And you're concerned because it's called an earwig.
No, I'm concerned because there's a creepy crawly walking towards me.
I think it's cute.
You don't have to kill it, just get rid of it.
I'm gonna. But I'm gonna wait until it's not over the table.
Before it gets to me. I don't want it to drop on me.
It's not gonna get to you.
Fear
You know
not.
what? Fuck it.
Some dragon
Here
or
you go.
giant will be ready.
He needs a treat.
Yes.
Hey, buddy. I'm sorry. You are food.
I work for Bellathor at the general goods store.
There's my daughter.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some meat.
Chores this year.
Take care.
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for sale.
So I did that.
I've got a recipe for venison stew that I want to try out. Will you have venison anytime soon?
Certainly. I'll be sure to bring some back for you the next time I go hunting.
Make it quick, and there might be a bowl of hot.
Nobody replied to my discussion post because I was late. I wasn't late. I was just late.
Right.
Do it.
Fresh baked loaves.
Chapter 12,
Still warm.
Social development, social cognition, and peer relationships. Discussion. As learned in Chapter 12, secure attachment with parenting result in the development of positive relationships with peers. Based on what you learn from this chapter, what advice would you give to a parent to help develop secure attachment? That's number one. Number two. Chapter 12 discusses 5 of sociometric status groups. Think about your childhood. In which group did you fit? Discuss the pros and cons of being in this group and how did fitting into this group influence your social development. If you did not fit in this controversial, rejected, or neglected group, do you remember our child who did? What were the child's struggles?
I'm sorry. Has anybody actually grown up like that? I mean, and I say that as a rhetorical question because I do actually have about 2 friends that grew up like that, where they didn't run into some sort of neglect or whatever, but like the idea to me being like,
Honey,
what?
this is rejected and neglected by your peers.
I understand.
Okay. And 3. Have you ever been a victim or witness of bullying? What happened? How did you handle the situation? What would you do differently if you had to experience the situation again? Relate this to what you learned.
Everything all right?
Huh. I might stab somebody when I was that age and that weight. Because at that point in time, my parents had already told me that, oh, you want to join the weight team and the football and weight training and shit like that?
What is it,
We
Imperial?
don't want you to die, go fuck yourself.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered.
Hooray! Shitty
Ulfric
parents.
won't give us a straight answer.
Why?
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Did you find Fandel?
Don't be so sure of that. We've
He's back
intercepted
in
couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on
He
White
has
Ones.
half your shit.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
If by message you mean
shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then.
There's little black bits.
They also take them all out like you did, dead.
Probably from the cranberry. Might be from the cranberry juice, might be from the cranberry schnapps. I don't know.
Things hinge on White
Give me a
Run.
smoke!
If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not...
The people are behind you.
Many, I fear, still need convincing.
Then let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim to wager?
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner? We are their families.
Well put, friend. Tell me, Galmar, why do you fight for me?
I'd follow you into the depths of oblivion. You know that.
Yes, but why do you fight? If not for me, what then?
I'll die before elves dictate the fates of men. Are we not one in this?
Hey, honey!
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land.
Children whose names I heard whispered in their last breaths. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you will be High King. But the day words are enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly retire from the world, were such a day to dawn.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
Only the foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons.
Is that wise, sir?
Do I know you?
Of course. Something that seems to be in short supply these days.
Is that so? Yes. You were with us at Helgen. Destined for the chopping block, if I'm not mistaken. Raylof's alive. I hope that's true. He's a damn good man. But he hasn't returned yet. So I'll need to wait for his account. For now, speak with Galmar. I'm always looking for able fighters. Not everyone can say that he made it out of Helgen. Seems we're all branded villains these days. So long as your criminal past stays in the past, and you fight for me with honor and integrity, we'll welcome you into our ranks. Speak with Galmar. It means you have the dragon blood. You have an inborn ability to use your voice the way dragons do. The old tales tell of dragonborn heroes who slew dragons and took their power. It seems those tales are true, with the dragons returning, and now dragonborn appearing. Maybe the Greybeards know what it all means.
Maybe. What do you know about shouts?
I know more than most. I trained with the Greybeards at High Hrothgar when I was a boy. The Way of the Voice is an ancient, spiritual form of magic in which you project your vital essence into a thune, or shout. Most people would need to train for years before they could even attempt a single shout. The Dragonborn is different. You have an inborn ability to shout. The same way
Alright, so give me some history.
they live in seclusion near the top of the throne of the world, the great mountain of Skyrim. They're masters of the way of the voice, of shouting. It's a great honor for them to summon you. They speak to very few. In fact, they hardly speak at all. I studied with them when I was young. They taught me how to shout. Yes, they chose me when I was just a lad. It was a great honor, of course. I was to become a greybeard myself. I spent almost 10 years at High Hrothgar, learning the way of the voice. Then the Great War came. I couldn't stand seeing it. I often think about High Hrothgar. It's very disconnected from the troubles down here. But that's why I couldn't stay, and why I couldn't go back. I suppose the Greybeards care about Skyrim's troubles in their way, but I needed to do something about it. I'm sure Angir would call it one of my failings. Yes, the old is the most powerful, although he may not seem so. I doubt he's forgiven me for leaving, and for, well, for what he'd consider blasphemy, using shouts for anything but worship of Kinnereth. Yes, although I rarely use my training. The Greybeards believe the voice should be used only for worship of Kinnereth. I have fallen from their strict teaching, but I still don't feel it should be used lightly. Lecturing was wasted, it seems. You're Dragonborn. The rules don't apply to you. You can shout the way dragons do, without training, through inborn instinct. They always hope to teach the Dragonborn to respect the way of the voice as they do. They never fully succeed. You'll have to make your own decision. It's a beautiful philosophy, but outside the seclusion of High Hrothgar, I was never able to hold to it. They live in seclusion near the top of the throat of the world, the great mountain of Skyrim. Their master, it's a great honor for them to summon you. They speak to very few. In fact, they hardly speak at all. Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward. We should take Yarmarch. It'll be an important pressure point on the Imperials. We'd be within spitting distance of the capital. I'm not sure why Tullius is wasting his time trying to take Winterhold from us. But if he wants to throw his men away, I'll gladly accept that gift. The Imperials have already dug into Whiterun. We'll wrest it from them soon enough. We must. It's... Damn Tullius. He's pocketed men in the rift. It's dangerous having him talking about on the southern border of Itsmethatoneguy. Soon enough, we will march on Solitude. And on that day, the heroes of Sovngarde will march with us, and the Empire will sneak fear. The Empire might mockery from us, but the souls of Skyrim's bravest are buried there, and will fill our hearts and strengthen our blood. Though not entirely false either. Any Nord can learn the way of the voice by studying with the Greybeards, given enough ambition and dedication. My shouting Torg to the ground proved he had neither. However, it was my sword piercing his heart that killed him. We're fighting because we're done bleeding for an empire that won't bleed for us.
Makes sense.
Untold numbers of Nords died defending the Empire against the Dominion. And for Skyrim being sold to the Thalmor so the Emperor could keep his throne. We're fighting because our own Jarls, once strong, wise men, have become fearful and blind to the people's suffering. We're fighting because Skyrim needs heroes, and there's no one else but us.
I was all gung-ho, like, I know I'm an Imperial, but fuck them bitches. And now, I found out you're the dude who runs the really racist place.
I killed Torg to prove our wretched condition. How is the High King supposed to be the defender of Skyrim if he can't even defend himself? Indeed, Elisif has become Jarl of Solitude. Historically and conveniently home of the High King, backed by imperial interests. But the Moot has not yet met to name her High Queen. And they won't. Not as long as I have any say in it. There hasn't been a true High King in Skyrim for generations. For too long he's been handpicked by the Emperor and given emphatic nods by milk-drinking Jarls addicted to imperial coin. It's time we had a real High King, one of our own making. I, his only son, forced to deliver his eulogy via letter I had smuggled out of prison. Such is the love of Titus meat for his subjects. When finally set free, I returned to Windhelm and was greeted by a city in mourning, at one with my own grief, clamoring in angry voices, calling out for justice, for war. They sat me on the throne of Ysgramor, the throne of my father. I only hope I can prove worthy of that honor. Be careful out there.
Helgen, huh? Ulfric told us quite the story. If you made it through all that, you're likely worth something to me. Now, but first, tell me, why does a foreigner want to fight for Skyrim? Fair enough. But are you willing to die for your home? All right. But before I can put you to use, I need to know how much you can take. I have a little test for you. The kind men use to measure themselves. I'm sending you to Serpentstone Island. If you survive, you pass. If you die, well, you weren't going to be much use to me anyway. It's where men have tested their metal for ages. There's a strange rock formation built by the ancients. Something about that place attracts the ice wraiths. You kill an ice wraith out there, and I'll have all the proof I need about you. Only the ones I'm not sure about. This will prove your abilities, but more importantly, it will prove your commitment. When you kill that ice wraith, then we'll talk about you becoming a Stormcloak. Here, take this. You'll need it. Use it on the island. Don't lose it. That's all the help you're getting. Try not to die.
Interesting. Oh. Yep, I guess I joined the Stormcloaks. Oh. Neat. Like, he said he was gonna come back, like, he wouldn't talk about it until I did this thing, so I thought I'd be cool, and I even said I'm not sure about this, but it went through with it, so. Almost like, wait a minute, I wasn't 100% sure I wanted to do that, and then I remembered those fuckers were gonna kill me even though they had no idea how I'd gotten there or why I was there, but tough shit, you're here, so guess you're on the chopping block. That's right.
If Ulfric needs a favor, he has it. Ah, yes, the extract. Good. Poisonous, of course.
What are you talking
but
about? Stop it.
It has its uses. I suppose you want something for your trouble?
I'm just delivering
Here.
a package.
Mind what or who you practice this on?
Wait, what were you talking about? Hello? Guy?
What?
What were you talking about?
I don't remember.
Was that's what you're gonna do about me joining the Stormcloaks, or about me giving that guy his extract? Okay, so now. Yeah. Riverwood, that's right. Back to Riverwood and get famed all back. Talk to you. Stop moving.
My father is Alvor, the blacksmith. I'm his assistant.
Cool.
I mean apprentice.
Care to have a drink with me?
You're pretty. I'll give you that. Just stay
My My
away from
favorite
husband,
drinking buddy. Let's get some meat.
Drunk again, Embry?
Hmm.
Don't let Alvar hear you talking to me that way. He'll stick your head in his forge.
So that's a no, I take it?
By sure. What do you want?
Staying safe, I hope.
Nope, never.
It means so much to us to have the claw back where it belongs. It's a fine day with you around.
Aw, thank you, that one kid BTG. That's a lot of bits, yo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 500. And it says plus 50, so I'm guessing that's 550? Thank you. Much appreciated. No.
I didn't ask for him.
I'm sure it doesn't do cleavage. And these are really small.
This is a local favorite and one of the first songs I ever learned. Ragnar the Red. Oh, there once was
We got rooms and food. Drink, too.
You're that
I
visitor
cook.
been poking
Ain't
around.
much else to tell.
What?
And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles he had.
Your
I
face
didn't
isn't.
hear what you said.
I need to fix this camera.
Oh.
Or you need to sit forward more. I don't know which. It doesn't matter.
Figure out
There we go.
There you go.
Aye, now that's some fine armor. Good old-fashioned steel.
I'm in Faendal's house.
Oh, you're welcome there.
There, see that? Just take a scoop. There we go. The fucking plate. I just want the wings. Thank you.
Oh, Pantalones is almost about to get close to being a pit boss. Holy shit.
What?
It's almost time for the pit boss. The next person to drop hits is like on the major level when you get it.
What did someone's pants have to do with that?
Oh, Pantalones is the current pit boss.
Rojo pantalones?
Correct.
What's Rojo mean?
Red?
There is nobody named Red Pants.
I disagree.
There's
That's my current pit boss.
What are you talking about? I see Sexy Potato. I'm missing something, but okay.
No.
I had too much press.
You see Sexy Potato where?
On my little stream chat, it says Sexy Potato has the most.
Yeah, he has the most bits. However, he's not the pit boss.
Oh. No.
Trouble?
A fine day to you, friend. May you die with a sword in your hands.
A sword. I with a sword in your hand. I'm doing the whole Stella, y'all, dude. Can't find Faendal anywhere. Can't find her. I've been trying to find her. I can't remember where she is or who she is.
Now I remember. Nor that new member of the companions. So, you what?
It's not her. That's the lady I'm staying with. I haven't been able to find any other lady. So here's the inn, and I was just in the inn, and I didn't see her there. And this takes me out of town. I understand.
So go to the other side of town where you originally found him.
Okay, first of all, I literally was just there.
Out back in, and well,
I found him over here.
My cousin's out fighting
I went
dragons.
to go look
In
for
what
him, and
wagon?
he walked up to me from right here. I met him right over here. I'm trying to remember where she was.
If those Whiterun gods can take down a dragon, so can we.
thought I went in the building and talked to her.
Maybe.
I just don't remember which one. These buildings are so dark.
I'll tell you this. You'd be at home if it was nighttime.
Yeah, but it's not nighttime.
You're that visitor been poking around.
I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I opened the door and suddenly she started running. What?
I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers.
You were just in her room.
It means so much to us. You're not from around here.
Thank
That
you
makes
so
sense.
much for taking care of those thieves.
I own the lumber mill and pay a fair
Divine
wage.
smile on you, friend.
See my husband Hod if you're looking for work.
Well, I found Fandol. But he's not wearing any of the shit I sent him away with.
Lead the way.
He takes it all off if you dismiss him.
Until next time.
What is he doing? Why is there a dragon attacking this town? Yeah, duh. The dude. Shit. Whoa.
I'll see you in pieces.
You, dude. Oh, I don't like this. I hate using this bow. But he's not getting anywhere I can actually hit him. Oh, wait, now he is. Come on, move! No, he's not. He was on top of a goddamn house again. Oh, I can't do this. Where's he at? Where's he at? There he is. Doing that shit.
I've got your back. What do you want me to carry?
I'd also like you to carry anything that has There you go. Good boy.
Lead off. Really dead then?
I never would have believed it. If I had, I never would have
Let me
believed it.
guess. Someone
If I hadn't
stole
seen
your
it
sweet
with my own
Really
eyes.
dead then?
Good day.
Until next time.
It may be dead now, but where did it come from?
Oh?
It's really dead then?
It may be dead now, but where did it come from?
I don't know dogs, but there's a dog. So that was fun.
It means so much to us to have the claw
Thank
back
you
where it
so
belongs.
much for taking care of the trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Till next time. You and me, trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
After midnight, baby.
No, I'm just getting rid of some stuff and then I'm gonna call it a night.
Sorry.
Alright,
You're not
guys.
from around
so
here.
It's been fun.
That makes two of us.
It's after midnight and I have to work in a few hours.
Riverwood
so,
Trader is everything you
have a
need
good
in a
night.
general store.
Are you
I
planning
came
on
here from the
trying to
Imperial
stream on
Province to
Friday?
work with my
Gonna be a
brother
game night
Lucan.
with us?
My sister
no,
Camilla
sure.
or I will be happy
Alright,
to help
so
you.
catch Guy
Lucan,
either
we
here
don't
on
sell
his
silver
channel
buckles, do
or
we? One of the
first check out
customers was
Shattered
asking.
Elements. Then lots
I'm
of
afraid
them
not.
over and we'll stream on their channel
All
on
right.
Friday nights.
Do you think
Do Friday night
maybe
fights.
we should?
Sometimes they play things like
Dear
Naruto, sometimes
sister,
they play
we talked about this
Magicka,
sort of thing
sometimes they play
before.
Gauntlet, they
We
played all
sell
sorts of
dry
stuff.
goods. Nothing
Sometimes
more,
it's
nothing
PvP,
less.
sometimes it's,
Okay, okay. Just trying to make this place a little less
catch us
boring.
on Sunday night when we do D&D.
Maybe you're looking for something particular.
It got bad back in Citadel. The war with the Thalmor ruined everything.
We carry just about anything you could need.
I came to Skyrim looking for a better life. So what did I get? Another war.
I know some of it looks like junk, but everything's a treasure in
catch
the
y'all
right
later.
light.
I just want to find a